Hey guys, Corpse here, and welcome to my Halo 4 review. And this game, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by it. When I first got it 2 weeks ago, I was more or less getting it just because everyone else was getting it, and I've not really had the best experience with the Halo franchise in the past. Hated the multiplayer up until just 2 weeks ago when I picked this game up, so yeah. And talk about the things I like and dislike in the multiplayer here. I'll start with the likes. First thing I really like is the weapons in it. I know that this also goes with class customization. Just being able to pick your own weapon to start out with instead of just starting off with a BR like you did in Halo 3 in most game modes, or the DMR in Halo Reach. I like that you can pick, like, starting off the AR, suppressor, DMR, BR, all those different weapons. And one of the things I don't like about the weapons, though, is, well, it's not really a dislike, but would like to see, like, a slight class customization with the weapons. I think that would be really cool if you could add, like, different sights on or stuff like that, like in Battlefield or Call of Duty. Next thing I really like is the gameplay. They've switched it up where there is no power weapons anymore, like set power weapons, so that there's no longer power weapon camping. You can either earn power weapons in ordnance drops, which are basically kill streaks, or then there's randomly set power weapons that will randomly appear on the map, which I really like. What else about the multiplayer? A lot of team play. Love the team play aspect in it. You're going to do a lot better if you're playing as a team, which I normally do, except from the gameplay here, which for some reason I did really good in by myself. That's like the one exception. Takedowns, I love that. So you go up behind somebody, you hold down the melee button, and you get to do an execution or takedown. I really like that. So I can say stuff like, "Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread." But love that stuff. Spartan Ops is another good thing. It's more or less just a cooperative game mode that you can play by yourself, and it's just you facing off against bots, and it's an extension to the story, which is pretty much my most favorite thing in this game is the campaign. I love the campaign, love the story, love the characters, and can't wait for the next Halo game to see the continuation of that story. And now on to the bad. Or how am I doing for time here? Okay, I got plenty of time left. The bad. First thing I really don't like about it in multiplayer is the weapon, or not weapon, maps. Half asleep here. Maps, there's only a few maps that I actually really like. And small team deathmatch, there's only about 2 maps that I really like, and the rest are not really that good, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people who might like them, but compared to other games like Battlefield 3, Gears of War, Bad Company, where I loved most of the maps in the game, with the exception of 1 or 2 maps, this game seems to have the opposite effect on me, where I only like a couple maps and I dislike the rest. But hopefully there's going to be some DLC coming up soon, so hopefully I'll like the maps in that a lot better than the current maps out right now. One map, I think it's one really big map where the Mantis is. I cannot remember the name for the life of me right now, but anytime we play it, there's only been 1 or 2 games where we've played as the blue team. Anytime someone plays as the blue team, there's a 90% chance they're going to win right off the bat. I don't know why this is. It just seems to be whoever's on blue side is automatically going to win the match. Unless you're at the red side and the other side is completely incompetent, which has barely happened with us. Second thing I dislike about multiplayer is the active camo, and I normally don't like bitching about stuff like weapons in games. Like, if it's in the game, don't bitch at it, but this is one thing that really pisses me off in close quarter maps, is people sitting in a corner with active camo and like a shotgun or sword or some other close range weapon, and they'll get you every single time. And that really, really pisses me off. Although maybe I should try it and I'll probably end up liking it. But the one good thing is they got rid of Armor Lock from Reach and just added in Hardline Shield, which is something I don't use, but I don't mind people using it as much as they did in Reach. Now on to the campaign. I really did not like how short it was. Like, yeah, I beat it in 4.5 hours, 5 hours, just about then, and really did not like that. But then again, the Spartan Ops is adding some stuff onto the story, so I can forgive them for doing that. And overall, very good game. In the end, I'd give it about a 8 out of 10. And on my scale, that is an awesome game. I rarely would ever give a game a 9 or 10 out of 10, because that's like ranging from near perfect, or near perfect to perfect. And compared to Medal of Honor, I'd probably give a 7 out of 10, just to compare to this. And this is a score I thought I would never give this game to begin with, just because I've not had a good thing with Halo in the past. Hated the multiplayer, story was okay, and all these people saying this is like the best game ever, you should play it, you just gotta get good at it, and I never got good at it, I never liked it, so this game is more or less the first Halo I've actually really enjoyed the multiplayer, and if you have been a skeptic like me of Halo in the past, I do recommend that you try this multiplayer out. Just give it a little bit. Like, it only took me about an hour or two of playing to really get into the multiplayer, even though I am getting my ass kicked most of the time. And if you are playing, make sure you're playing with a friend. Just run around like buddies like you do in Medal of Honor, and you'll do just fine. And a couple people I gotta mention out. My friend Steel is God, or Steel, Jordan. He just started up his YouTube channel about a month ago, and I recommend you go check that out. I'm going to put it in his link of his channel in the description. Second people you should check out is Headshot Graphics. The guy who runs that just did my background for YouTube, and I thank him for that, and a couple other pics, and they look awesome. And he's just trying to get started up. His Facebook page only has about 5 likes, but hope we can get a few more likes and a lot more attention from people viewing this video, and link is in the description. And the last person I'd like to give a shout out, or not last, last person itself I'd like to give a shout out to is David, Rated R God. He's one of the founders. He's a very sexy, awesome person. And he gave me the intro to my video, which is him executing somebody. Awesome clip, and that's another thing I'm going to be doing, is instead of doing my title screen, which is the same every single time, I'm going to do what Russian Badger does and just have random clips to start out with, which I think is pretty awesome. And last page to like is the iGamerDay official fan page. You should like that. People who run that, which I believe is David and Dave, iKnight, they ask a bunch of random questions, good discussions, and it's also supporting my community, so I recommend you do that, and enjoy the final clip here. I'll see you guys later.